You want this kid now to be traumatized forever. Even though you think he was justified. He got a charge on him. But black people is siding as if he's a hero. Like as if he's done something good. It was still wrong. You took a life. And because you never took a life, this kid will suffer. Whatever look you saw in that person's face before they die, it's imprinted in your brain. Whatever you saw in their eye, you don't go to be normal. But black people clapping like this kid. Nah, homie, this kid is in a white county, like a Toka, Oklahoma. Y'all know what a Toka, where a Toka is? Durant, yeah. That's Collin County. Man.
So the judge who decided to make the decision to send home is now being doxxed. Now, I've made multiple videos on this.
Yes, I don't know if you've seen this judge presiding in case of slam Texas teen Austin targeted in alleged doxing hoax. When you go down this article put out by Fox News, the Texas judge will reduce the 1 million bond for 17-year-old Austin was targeted in a doxing hoax. The Collin County Sheriff Office, in coordination with FBI, is investigating the alleged doxing of Collin County Judge Angela Tucker, who agrees significantly reduced Frisco track meet having suspect 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony's bond. Due to the nature of the situation, we are coordinating with the FBI and our Fusion Center to monitor for any concerning reality or propaganda that could encipher the sheriff office told. Okay, when you take a look at the whole situation like this should not be happening. Yeah, people should not go to that length doing this.
So the judge who decided to make the decision to send home a court is now being doxxed. Now, I've made multiple videos on this Austin Metcalf, Karmelo Anthony case. So clearly you guys know where I stand on it. Now, after Karmelo Anthony was arrested, hitting Austin Metcalf in the chest, specifically in the heart, which caused him to pass away while being held by his twin brother. And while under arrest, Karmelo Anthony confessed when he told the arresting officer that this wasn't alleged. I did it. Then he proceeded to ask, is he okay? Then he proceeded to ask, can this be ruled as self-defense? So after he was arrested, a first judge put him at a $1 million bond. Now, he spent a few nights in lockup while Black Lives Matter raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for him, which just goes to show Black lives only matter when it involves criminals. Anyway, a judge, Angela Tucker, decided, hey, even though this guy killed another kid because he wasn't supposed to be in this area, but when he was asked to leave, he decided to take out a knife that he brought to an event filled with teenagers, take someone's life, then confessed about it. But Judge Angela Tucker decided for someone who...
What bothers me every single day about this whole situation is the fact that why would a kid be coming into an event with a knife? What is the essence? I really want to know. Because it is abnormal. For you to think to do this, are you having a different agenda, or is it something that you are planning to do, or what exactly? I'm just asking these questions to myself every single day. I believe a normal human being will be asking these same questions because it is absurd to think, just get up.
Take someone's life, then confessed about it. But Judge Angela Tucker decided for someone who didn't have prior criminal history, a $1 million bail is too hefty for a... So she dropped his bond to $250,000, 25% of the original bond, which they quickly paid that 10% out of the 500,000 that Black Lives Matter and liberals gave him. Yeah, they put that 25,000 down and been splurging ever since. But now the judge is being doxxed. And all I'm going to say about that whole situation is this. When you play with people's lives, you should expect anything. It is not fair that one child who is supposed to be a child and act like a child decided to do grown man shit when he brought a woman to an event where there are children everywhere. When he decided to bring that weapon to that event, he was out of the bounds of being a child. He should not be getting no slap on the wrist for his action. The fact that she lowered his bond and allow him to be home in his cozy bed while the other family had to bury their son, I'm not gonna say anything goes, but whatever happens, happens. Because there is no reason for that young murderer to be walking the streets right now while someone else had to bury their child. Bullshit. Wrong is wrong. Don't nobody need to be celebrated for doing criminal activity. And then y'all wonder, wake up. That is simply because we tend to put criminals on a pedestal. Take a look at the Black community. It's been happening for years. They rarely celebrate a young man accomplishing a major milestone in life, such as graduation or college or even moving on to the military. But they'll be quick to throw a block party for a criminal getting out of jail. And in this case, they'll give hundreds of $1,000s to a criminal who decided to murder someone else's child. We need to do better.
Are you happy Karmelo Anthony is home?
Yes, there is one thing I actually like about this whole situation. There are some black people that are waking up. They now understand exactly what has been happening for a very long time. They see the truth. I said on my video yesterday I will not report on this any longer, but I can't stop because this is just starting. We still have a long way to go. So if you are coming to this channel for your first time, I'll be giving you updates while I continue to do my normal videos reporting on political situations in and around here every single day, because that is what I do here every day. People are waking up. This should stop.
Are you happy Karmelo Anthony is home? Every last one of y'all. Yes, I'm very much aware I'm black. I'm very much aware Karmelo Anthony is black. There's something wrong with y'all. Y'all defending a red rum. It don't matter what's going on. Self-defense is self-defense. But if somebody bullying you, fists do not equate to weapons. Is something wrong with everybody right now? Quit defending stuff based on race because you feel like you got you. Oh, he black, white person. Oh, we got us one. That's not how that shit works. I have a rainbow plethora of different races in my family. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I don't get mad at people based on the color of their skin. I look at the character of the person, okay? You don't want to fight. You can't scream for help. Somebody help me. These people mess with me. Nobody happens so fast that immediately straight through the heart. And y'all happy that this boy is at home? That could have been your son. That could have been your brother. That could have been your cousin, okay? Like, just because he's black, y'all defending it, using y'all brain. It's not a win to have someone out in the streets that's capable of going through somebody's heart.
Yes, people might not understand why I took a decision to report on this topic. Black people should understand and learn to see wrong as wrong. If they learn to do this, we will not be seeing situations like this. This is something that is very clear in our eyes. Like, we should call it out the way it is. But these people are not bold enough to do this. They are twisting the whole situation. Like I've been saying on most of my videos, it is not a race issue, but they are turning it into something like this. They don't want to say this is wrong. They want to make the guy a hero. This should not be happening. If you make this guy a hero, this is how other people will copy. We should not be living in a society like this. If you love what I'm doing here, please subscribe and turn on the notification, and if possible, share the video. I've been saying this over and over. Most of the people who support me on this platform are not of my skin color. Yeah, every single day. Most of the countries I interact with people of different skin colors. That is not my problem. When I see people continue to push this narrative like I feel sick. Yes, when you see a lady like this waking up with this message, I appreciate her for doing it. A lot of people are scared, like they don't want to speak up because they don't want to be called names. It is insane. Stand for the truth, and the truth will set you free. That should be your motto. I don't follow crowd. I don't, I used to have a lot of people, my skin color, following me on this platform. But along the way, when I took my stand, they started unsubscribing, but that is not my problem. I want the truth, and I will continue to try my best to put out these videos every single day.
The false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community.
This is not going to end. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And according to the Bible, in the end days, good is going to be called evil and evil is going to be called good.
If you see any clips after this, that is just for the YouTube algorithm.
What if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense, because if you are afraid the day before where you have to take them to school, why not notify your parents? Parents, you notify the school teacher. School teacher, let's bring these kids in here and resolve this issue. It's called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case, because it always is one until you look at the facts of the case and compare the two. You have to compare who was the initial aggressor.
Bedroom, because she's fearful of what might happen to her.
Followers for anything, and then the
Registration Act is
talking about this man,
My summary of the first 100 days is that
if film and TV productions continue to
police detained Karmelo Anthony. They said we have the alleged